I don't think it's as good as the best Forest team I played in. To be fair, I mean, I remember taking the field for England once, and we had 4 Forest players playing for England on the same day. Which, when that'll happen again, you tell me. Probably never. Yeah. I don't know. But what it's got a defined style of play that reminds me a little bit of probably the team that I played in. We were very good on the counter attack. We knew each other's games. We had one of the best managers in the world, admittedly, but I think, Nuno's a manager that gets the culture at Nottingham Forest now. I think he's embraced that, and I think he understands what he wants from his team, and they get a defined way of playing. So I think it's close. I think we're slightly better because some of the individuals we had were slightly better, but when you look at the likes of Alanga from last season, Gibbs White, they're real talents, and Murillo we spoke about, and goalkeeping wise as well, the goalkeeper was outstanding last year. He really was one of the best in there. I voted him as the best goalie in the league last year. So,
okay. Speaking of Brian Clough, the man management is one thing, but how about his tactics and style of play? Do you think he would have thrived today facing guys like Pep and Klopp and Emery and the like?
I think he'd have loved it. Yeah. You don't get the CV that he's got and the trophies in the cabinet without adjusting, without being a tactical genius as well as a motivator. You've got to have the whole package. Pep's got the whole package. The top managers have got the whole package. And if you think just because Brian Clough was born many years ago and managed in the 70s and 80s, that he wouldn't have the tactical knowledge of the nous of today, I think you'd probably be a little bit way wide of the mark there. No matter what era you play in, if you're a good manager, you're a good manager.
But what was it that he did? Because when you read books on him or listen to some of your old players talk about it seems he said very little in the dressing room or wherever, sort of tactical wise, and yet he had amazing success for a lot of years. So what was it that he did that made you play so good as you did?
He was a brilliant motivator without saying a lot of words, as you say. Sometimes he would just, one line would send you away at the weekend after a game thinking about what he said, and you think, what has he just said to me? You might not understand at the time, and then you go away as a player like I did and think, what has he just said to me? And you think about it the weekend and you come back on Monday. His recruitment was very good when you consider he saw something in me as a 22-year-old and bought me for 200,000. Roy Keane, £25,000. Neil Webb. Des Walker was a giveaway from Tottenham at the time. Become the best in 1990. Become the best central defender in the world, in my eyes. So his recruitment was good. You've got to have good recruitment. But what he done, he kept the game very simple and easy to understand. You knew what your job was within the team, and he set a criteria that the team was more important than any individual at the football club. And if ever you overstepped that mark, he was quite happy to put you out the team, no matter who you were.